Now, listen, mambo ni ngapi? Mambo ni matatu. But before I tell you what that mambo ni matatu is, today's video, we are going to be talking about 3 reasons why you should pay off your debt before you leave employment. 3 reasons why you should pay your debt before you leave employment. And my name is Lucy Gedaiga, welcoming you to this channel. So I continue to ask you to subscribe, to comment, to like, and let's zoom in. Now, I always tell people in employment 3 things. Mambo ni matatu. Kama vile President Ruto alisema, mambo ni matatu. Number 1, you will get sacked. By the way, you will get sacked. Or you will sack yourself. Or you will go on into your employment until you get to your retirement age. So mambo ni matatu. Now, because today we are talking about issues of debt, let's begin. Before you even consider taking that debt, what is it that you should do? Now, before you take debt, if you are in employment, before you take debt, 2 things to consider. Number 1, what is this debt going to be used for? Because it's very important, because there are people who just take debt without knowing. By the way, I fell into that trap of taking debt without knowing exactly what I want to do with that debt. So if you're in employment, ensure that you know first things first. What am I going to use this debt for? Number 2, how am I going to repay this debt? In fact, if you are in employment, you need to actually think forward, so that you're asking yourself, in the event that I lost this job, how would I pay this debt? Now, when I started, we said we want to understand what are the 3 reasons that why is it? What are the 3 reasons that you should consider, why you should consider paying debt before you leave employment? Now, the reason number one is that if you have debt, if you lose employment, for example, if you're sacked, especially if you're sacked, or if you sack yourself, right? And or if you even go on until you get to retirement, you need to have paid debt, because debt is the number 1 source of stress for anyone who comes out of employment and they have debt. Because they do not have any other source of income, for example, then it means that is going to be the number 1 source of their stress. They will not sleep. Oh. So one reason why you need to have cleared your debt before you leave employment is the fact that you don't want it to be the source of stress. Because at that point, assuming you leave employment before retirement or even after retirement, you don't want to get so stressed up that you can't quite think straight. Number 2, the second reason why you should pay your debt before you leave employment is the fact that debt can eat up into your emergency funds. And by the way, you don't even need to be told by anybody. You know that you need to have emergency funds. And of course, we are going to continue talking about that. But if you come out of employment with debt, it means that you're going to eat up into your emergency fund, right? Number 3, the third reason is that you do not know how far or how long it's going to take before you get your next income opportunity. So those are the 3 reasons why you must pay off your debt before you leave employment. By the way, the reason why I talk about these things is because I have been there, done that. A few years back, I actually took debt. Remember, I told you that before you take debt, there are 2 things that you need to consider: what you're going to do with the debt, and how you're going to repay that debt. I actually, nilisema mambo ni matatu. So I was sacked, and when I was sacked, I had debt that I needed to ask myself. That's when I was asking myself, how would I clear this debt? I remember I took that debt from Standard Chartered, and it was 1 million. Those days when they started giving unsecured loans. So I went. I didn't even know why the hell I am taking 1 million Kenya shillings. I had no plan. I had no clue. I just got a call from these bank people, and boom, I went and took the loan without a plan. Before I knew it, I had bought car tires, I had eaten, I had, done many things before I could even organize myself. And then I lost a job, boom, when I still had a loan balance. Of course, what happened is that I moved my pension, I paid off the loan with my pension funds, and then I was left zero. I was left nil. That is why this channel, we talk about money and we talk about women and money, because I want you to ensure that when you are planning your transition, you are organized and you do not make mistakes like I did. Now, till next Friday, Let's keep the conversation going, and I continue to encourage you to continue subscribing, comment, ask me any question, and let's keep connecting. Thank you.